We're back. We're talking about federalism. We have Bobby Brillante, who's here in the studio with us. He was part and parcel of the movement going around the country in the last year and a half. If I remember correctly, right here in this very show, he even promoted the fact that you were coming up with a revolutionary government, if need be, to promote federalism once again, because it has taken a back seat in the last 2 years, other than the last 4 months, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Bobby, ano dapat gawing talaga natin? Your proposal was dapat, after the CONCOM, print na dapat, you were saying, yung manifesto, so to speak. Print it and then translate it even into comics.
Comics in various
Dialects, oo.
to be understood.
To be understood. And to start talking to the trainers who will go to talk to the mga sanguinan, whatever, iba-iba all over the country to help them understand.
Yeah, in fact, in MRRD and ECC, we have a speakers bureau. Marami kaming speakers in every region.
Imagine.
Na ready to be tapped.
Oo.
So just give them the final
Go
form,
signal,
pamphlet, and then they can go around and just like before.
What's holding you guys back? Why can't you just continue your work and pick up? You were told to keep quiet?
Hindi naman. Kasi nag-take over nga yung consultative commission. So we let them do their job. Now that it is done, it is job of the communications department of the government to publish the output of the commission.
I read in a recent major publication that it was even Medialdea who went out and told Martin Andanar, and it was from the words of Andanar that told him that, oy, may budget yan, kailangan you have to start generating awareness, which is why this Mocha Uson issue, that this issue came up. Ano point of view mo dyan kay Mocha Uson? Well, sinasabi niya, ginawa niya yung show, yung vlog na yun, hindi pa naman siya ina-assign. Hanggang ngayon naman, theoretically, formally, hindi pa rin siya ina-assign as one of the spokespersons.
She better not be assigned.
Oh, she better not be assigned. Okay. You really don't like that show, ha? Nababastusan ka rin.
Everybody naman, wala namang, lahat ng reaction doon talagang nabastusan. You cannot trivialize the federalism issue because...
But shouldn't you, if the simple minds in the province, if the Filipino people are stupid, maybe because you watch enough Channel 2 shows and Channel 7, yung mga drama, di ba? It's how you make the people idiots, di ba?
Yeah, pero when it comes to serious matter naman, seryoso naman yung mga tao. Like for example, tinanggap nila si Mayor Duterte na hindi kilala sa buong...
But no, I think the reason Mayor Duterte, correct me if I'm wrong, was the hard rejection of the Liberal Party and the Trapos.
Not only that, because Duterte represented something that the people were clamoring, yung totoong lalaki, yung magpapatupad ng batas, at magsusulong ng pagbabago, yung personalidad niya na walang bullshit kung magsalita, hindi politiko, yun ang nagustuhan ng tao eh. Kaya nga ito yung kinakatakot natin. Na the moment
Pag napikon na,
no? like for example, at the start, before he even agreed to become a candidate for president, federalismo agad ang kanyang
I remember you said, yes.
And so, the 16 million people who voted for him, plus the 5 million is lost from his votes, you're talking about 21 million people, will be asking President Duterte, ano na nangyari sa federalismo? Now, pag ito naubusan ng pasensya, this 21 million people can rise and say, kung ayaw ng Senado, kung ayaw ng Kongreso, kami ng taong bayan ang magpapatupad nito. And that is precisely what the revolutionary government is all about. When all the legal steps have failed, then the people themselves will have the right to rise and do what they want done for their future.
It is said that the power of government is really the people.
Emanates from the people.
But when you have a Senate that is anti the people, what do? We have a Congress that's anti the people because they promote themselves first. Dynasty. Eh, hindi pwede yan. Now, the Congress is the roadblock to federalism. So obviously is the Senate. All of them, except maybe the Senate President now, who sponsored the bill.
Yeah.
Now, you have these two groups. Can they hold the Filipino back?
Kasi when the expectation of makikita mo may mga reactions na yung mga tao sa mga surveys na may dented na yung popularity ng presidente. Ang sa akin yan ay sumasalamin ng pagkainip. Nasaan na yung pagbabago na hinihintay namin?
But can the President overpower Congress and the Senate? That's beyond his powers.
He cannot. Under the present setup, he cannot. That is why kailangan yan meron drastic move. When the people revolt against the government that does not serve their interest, that is the time na ang magiging batas ay ang taong bayan. After all, the supreme law is the people and not the Constitution.
So ang banta dyan is to the representatives and the senators.
Yeah.
That's a direct threat. If you do not toe the line on this federalism, kayo ang tatanggalin namin.
Yeah, kung kayo ang magiging
Roadblock.
hadlang sa pagbabago, nakahanda kami tanggalin kayo para mabago ang sistema nating gobyerno.
Are the people, the Filipino people, are we united enough to do that, to take out these congressmen and senators?
Siguro.
Because it seems they're the ones control, well, other than stealing, di ba, from the coffers of government, kasi sunod-sunod lumalabas na eh. Halos lahat sa Liberal Party, guilty na eh, no? Lumalabas. Soon, kay Napoles, paglabas niya, maraming congressmen dyan. More than half ata dyan, damay kay Napoles eh.
Makikita naman natin yung corruption, lumalabas, yung pati yung election natin is corrupted.
Of
no?
course.
So, parang
Smartmatic eh.
Kung ako ang tatanungin mo, bakit pa tayo nag-i-election? Niloloko rin lang naman pala. Tapos yung inihahalal natin, nagnanakaw lang din naman at pinayayaman yung pamilya nila at hindi yung mga mamamayan. No? So, kumbaga, hindi na tumutugon ang ating mga government officials doon sa hinaing ng taong bayan. Yung serbisyo na kanilang dapat matanggap ay hindi na nakakarating sa kanila dahil sa grabe ang nakawan.
No, miski simbahan is against the president. Ang simbahan is for the senators and congressmen, for the status quo.
Makikita naman natin na during the 6-year term of President Noynoy Aquino, ang dami nilang pinagtakpan ng mga anomalya. Na ngayon lamang lumalabas na
sunod-sunod
ultimong toilet sa isang station na 296 million na pala yun. Ano?
Baka, alam mo ba, tatlo yan? Tabi-tabi sila eh when they go to the toilet. Si Noynoy, si Abad, di ba?
Saka si Jojo
Ochoa. Tatlo sila, sabay-sabay. Di na nila kailangan ng ng cover, you know.
Wala nang barrier.
They share, wala nang barrier, di ba? Kaya tatlo, the three kings, di ba? No, but going serious, should not the president put his foot down and bang his arm or his fist on the table once again? Dumiretso na kayo, ano ba naman? I mean, at least sa mga kabinete niya.
Ang tingin ko, malapit nang pumutok yung presidente.
Ulit.
Pag ito sumabog na, saka lang siguro matututo yung mga tao maglundagan, gumawa ng trabaho. Kasi nakakainip na sa mga department na inaasahan niya magkaroon ng pagbabago,
wala, mahina
ang bagal-bagal. It's either he has appointed incompetent people or unfit doon sa pwesto na yon, wala yung competence niya sa hindi angkop doon sa pwesto na
I don't see any improvements in the MRT, LRT. I don't see any improvements in any of the communication platforms around the country, di ba?
Yeah.
Kay Tugade, I mean, come on, wala nang... I still don't have my plate number. Magti 3 years na kotse ko. Di ba?
Dapat yon 12 months period lang, yung mga pinangako mong pagbabago, nandyan na. Kaya nga, makikita mo yung init ng ulo ni Presidente pag nagsasalita siya. Dahil yung gusto niyang gawin ay hindi na naisasagawa sa pamamagitan ng mga taong inappoint niya. Dahil, unang-una, hindi niya katugma ng pag-iisip. Yung level ng tolerance niya, hindi kasing ikli nung
mahaba yung iba.
Nung kanyang ginawa secretary, undersecretary, nagpapasensya sila sa kawalan ng performance, pero yung presidente, gigil na gigil na. So, yun ang mangyayari niyan. Kaya, at the same time, when the president goes around, the people who are actually waiting for the actualization of the promise, they are the ones agitating the president.
But in the last speech of the president, just 2 days ago, he was still admiring Tugade. He's admiring Dominguez because of their academic performance. When, come on, train one, instead of 4% inflation, we're up to 5.2, 5.3, and it's still growing, di ba?
Iba kasi yung academic performance kaysa sa actual performance.
But he's still,
The
parang,
performance,
Pero
alam
bilib
naman
na
natin
bilib
na
pa.
yung mga best performers are the average students and not the scholars, di ba?
I agree with that. But why is the president so enamored with these people who are underperforming? Dominguez, part of the trio, Pernia and the other one, Jokno, cause of the misery of the people, train one, and they want to introduce train two. I mean, really, obvious ba the people are not for it? Number two, Tugade, what has he shown? Nagbigay pa ng press release pa, nagbibigay ng plaka. When it's not true, it's like a noy-noy strategy, di ba? You're on TV doing something when in reality, it's nothing. Hindi, di ba?
I registered one of my cars in early 2015 and until na wala pa akong plaka.
See? Pareho tayo. Same tayo. Same. Hindi lang. Nowadays, when you go to the LTO and bibigang magre-rehistro ka na, renewal, same plate. Dilibigay sa yung sticker sa bintana. Wala na yung sa plaka eh. Sa mahirap hanapin
Wala
ng pulis.
oo.
Hindi alam ng pulis kung sino yung...
Sticker na lang sa windshield.
Oo. And the sticker is even in poor... it comes apart after 6 months because it's under the sun. No, I'm just saying, what's happening to the cabinet of President Duterte? Why is he still praising them?
Ang hindi ko maintindihan is that yung mga sindikato, like for example, yung mga may-ari ng buses, yung isang prangkisa, nakakagawa sila ng plaka ng 2, 3. Ibig sabihin, yung 3 buses tumatakbo, isa lang ang plaka niyan kasi isang prangkisang ginagamit. Yung sindikato, nakakagawa ng mga plaka. Bakit ang ating LTO hindi makagawa ng plaka na ma-deliver sa atin on time?
Isa
Di ba?
bayad naman natin.
Kung ako ang gobyerno, babayaran ko na lang yung sindikato. Gawa mo nga kami ng plaka para pagrehistro nito,
Sabay-
in
may
an
plaka ka
hour's
na.
time, pag uwi niya, nasa kanya na yung plaka. So, what is the problem? Bakit hindi magawa yan?
So we have a strong president who's being pilloried all around the world to be a bad guy, who's doing right in his own country, but actually hold him back because they don't do their jobs around him. So we have a president.
They are
Does
the
that
ones-
make him a weak president? Because-
Hindi naman kasi I think humahaba yung pasensya niya ngayon eh. Kasi in the beginning, remember when he first fired a cabinet official,
Si Sueño, I
sandali
remember.
lang yon yung kay Secretary Mike Sueno.
Oh, so, ano, oh.
Oo. Ngayon, medyo matagal ang kanyang reaksyon. So, siguro dapat ibalik niya sa dating gigil.
No, because he's running out of time.
Yeah.
We've got 4 years to go and we still have a mountain of issues and problems.
Remember na after your midterm, pag halimbawa, pagkatapos ng 2019 elections, iba na yung iba na yung grip mo sa power. Wala na masyadong because there are people after the 2019 elections will be thinking about the 2022 elections na presidential na yan. So, kung hindi mo maisagawa yung mga pagbabago sa ngayon, like itong federalism,
Mas mahihirapan
And the
ka
other,
after 2019. But
sa tingin ko, if you cannot incorporate the referendum of federalism in the 2019, paglampas ng 2019, finish na yung federalism.
mahihirapan.
Mahirap na.
But ako naman, I can't wait for the 2019 election para maturuan na yung mga Liberal Party na they're being rejected. Because no one is even thinking of running for the Senate. Di ba? I mean, sana para matuto lahat sila, the people reject them. Di ba? Every single one of them
Dapat talaga,
And I think the people will.
before Christmas, matapos na yung constitutional amendment para referendum na yan by January or February,
Before the elections.
before the election.
But can we even trust Smartmatic to do the elections? Or even the COMELEC? Isa pang problema yan eh. Lumalabas sa COMELEC, they're all corrupt, they're all incompetent, they're all, di ba? And, am I right?
Yeah.
Isn't it frustrating?
Why-
We've got Andy Bautista na tumakbo na, I mean, he is able to run.
Why would you allow a foreign controlled company to run your election?
But there is already a contract that they will run the 2019 election.
Dapat hindi na.
Oo, dapat.
Considering na ilang election na yan, puro sila palpak, tapos pinipilit pa rin natin.
But it's not us, it's the COMELEC. It's not the people. The people reject the COMELEC. Based on social media, I mean, minumura COMELEC. Ang problema, why are they still there?
Dapat i-postpone ang election at baguhin yung sistema ng election bago ka mag-election.
So, tanggalin ang COMELEC.
Yes, because dapat isama yung reorganization or recomposition ng Commission on Election dito sa bagong konstitusyon.
Pero one comes before the other. Kailangan mauna yun.
Kaya nga dapat yung constitutional amendment mangyayari itong taon na to para magkaroon ng bagong referendum. I-postpone mo muna.
But if the COMELEC is going to be the one to take care of the referendum, meaning that's an election, sira na naman tayo because the COMELEC is corrupt, inept, incompetent.
Well, at least hindi kandidato. Sila naman hindi mo lang mapagkakatiwala ang pagkakandidato ang hawak. But when it comes to a referendum na yes or no lang kung payag ka ba sa ganitong pagbabago o hindi, iba na yan dahil walang kandidato na magbabayad sa kanila di ba?
The oligarchs will want to keep it the way it is.
I don't think they will spend millions just to siyempre mga
So ang inaantay na lang natin ngayon, yung gigil uli ng presidente, magalit,
Yung gigil
para sipain niya yung kabinete niya and reform it again.
yes, yun ang reorganize. Dapat after the SONA nag-revamp na siya.
I thought there was going to be, pero why they put GMA back again, that was a bit of a surprise to me. I'm not sure I liked Alvarez. I'm not sure I like GMA there either. I think one devil was replaced by another, di ba? They're still in the hot seat. Parang wala nang pwedeng gumawa, no? I mean, I don't understand that. Bakit?
I prefer naman GMA as a speaker than Alvarez.
I don't know.
Kasi,
But you have to remember, GMA, ang daming, sure, Noy was really against her, but at least they had a bit of the ammunition to go against her. Kasi maraming ninakaw din si GMA, maraming palpak din
ang speakership kasi hanggang lang yan hanggang
Congress, of course.
oo, pag nag-file na sila ng certificate of candidacy, ang focus nila sa kampanya na. So, being a speaker does not really wield so much power the
But
way
wasn't
it is
Alvarez at
during-
least very strong in the position of the president? I mean, he was even ramrodding everybody, railroading everybody in Congress for federalism. He might have been better than GMA. I mean, so to speak, other than the strong people that went against him, which was Sara
Nagsimula
Duterte.
kasi yan sa sabunutan ng dalawang girlfriend.
Yun, I remember that. But, yeah, but isn't it too rough, too soon for the greater good? The greater good would have been Alvarez kasi he was at least a duplicate of the president. Rough, straight to the point, pushy. The congressmen are all egos.
Kaya lang, wala naman direksyon.
Well, but nakokontrol niya Kongreso. Ngayon, sabog-sabog na naman lahat. I mean, kanya-kanyang party. And really, we have a party wherein Sara refuses, the mayor in Davao refuses to stand up and say she's really head of the party. She's still standing in the background and saying this party is there. It's, I mean, she's still refusing to stand up as the leader.
Because that's the truth naman. Her party is just a regional party at the moment. So, she can only speak about
Davao and her region.
the region. So, in fact, marami mga encouragement na gawing
National.
national party, but even if probably even if she wants to, medyo kulang na sa oras because may deadline yung filing ng
Candidacy.
tawag dito yung mga partido sa COMELEC.
Do you
Nag-lapse na
realize-
yata yung period.
Do you realize that one of the senatorial candidates being pushed by many of the parties that are allied with the president is Martin Andanar? No, I'm serious. Di ba? So, ako natatawa ko, where is our government? Di ba?
Maybe that is the best way to have a new PCOO secretary by making him run for senator.
Matatalo din naman, no? Para matanggal lang. Bobby, we're in the last 3 minutes, and as always, alam mo, with you, walang gray area, black.
Yes.
Tsaka, we never have to talk before the show. We never really have to talk. We talk about current events as we go. And you have no hidden agenda. And you have, you're straight out. What you see, what you hear is what you get. What is your message to the president and all the fools that stand up as secretary who like to think they're secretaries when they're really incompetent for their jobs? What do you want to say?
Well, I'd like to, if the president would listen, to go back to the enthusiasm that he had in 2016. He had so much vigor, he had so much vision, and this vision and these initiatives are not being translated into reality by the lieutenants that he has entrusted. So maybe it's a time for him to review the performances of these people. After all, 2 years of learning is more than enough. Kaya, yun, siguro probably from what we gather from our going around, the people are also expecting results already as promised. And if these government officials that he has entrusted to do some missions to perform, na hindi nakaka-perform, dapat pakinggan na niya yung tao na isulong na yung pagbabago. And if the Congress is dilly-dallying the transformation of our unitary system into a federal system, and lahat ng mga nasa stumbling block yan, dapat talaga kumilos. And the people are waiting. And kami, sa hanay namin, hindi kami naniniwala na yung federalismo ay may susulong ng maayos sa ilalim ng kasalukuyang Kongreso. Kinakailangan laktawan ng Kongreso, kaya nga from the beginning, red gov na kami. Hindi na namin inaasahan na magkakaroon pa ng matinong pagdidebate dyan sa House of Representatives at saka sa Senado, because ang dami-dami mga vested interest na kanila dapat poprotektahan dyan. Yung unang-una, yung anti-dynasty provision, yung mga term limits, at saka yung ating mga economic program na dapat nakasaad doon sa Constitution para hindi pa bago-bago yung ating direksyon ng pagpapatakbo ng ating pambansang kabuhayan. Kaya iniintay na lang natin na sumabog na muli si Presidente at magalit at magsisisipa na lang ng mga cabinet members. At nang yan ang mga deserving at saka yung mga maiinit pa yung dugo para sa pagbabago, yun na yung kanyang i-appoint at sa kanyang magiging kaagapay sa pagsulong ng pagbabago.
Bobby, as always, that's straightforward, simple, and concise. It seems there are still many people out there, especially in media, and those who still believe in their illusions, especially the Liberal Party, and those that are what I call anti-Duterte, who say that the will of the people is otherwise. It can't be. And if you think it is otherwise, then really you are delusional. The will of the people is obviously to improve their lot, and the only way that that can be done is to get rid of the current group of, the traditional politicians that have ruled the country for decades. I hope you understood our show, and I hope you agree with us. But then again, if you don't, What do I care? Good night.